Fighting squids.
Hey, it's Russ Payton with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Delta Green tonight. This is an RPPR Role Playing Public Radio Patreon game where patrons get to play games that I, Ross Payton, run. So we have two players here tonight for Delta Green. The house that is safe. That is the name of the scenario. It is something well, it's an original idea. Please do not steal. We'll see how it goes. Before we introduce the premise of the scenario, let's introduce our player characters who are friends, along with two NPC friends who I will introduce. Squirrel, please tell us about Connor.
Okay, Connor Armendariz. He's a cultural anthropologist with the city of Haymarket, Virginia. The office was created back when Disney was looking at creating a park there. He fell into the position and just kind of enjoys not having much to do. But he went to Miskatonic University, go fighting squids, and that's where he met all these fellows.
Yep,
or fellows and ladies.
It's fellas. Then next up we have Weird, who is playing Braxton Timme.
Yeah, yes. Braxton Tim, yeah.
Okay, Braxton Tim. Please tell us about Braxton.
Well, Braxton briefly went to that same college, Go Pods. He decided college life wasn't for him and became a college dropout. And that's what he tells people his job is. But his other job is any extracurricular activities he can use to find money on the side, i.e., criminal.
Okay. Is he? What kind of criminal does he? What kind of crime does he specializes in? Is it fraud? Theft?
I'm thinking based on his numbers. Yeah, a bit of drugs. Mostly stays out of it. It's too dangerous. It was too tend to wake up with a gunshot in your head. So mostly theft from point A to point B kind of thing. Rent the truck. You know, if you wear the right uniform, no one even bats an eye. You're out of there before they notice.
Okay, but yeah, true. So your two friends. I'll let each of you sort of describe them. I have names for them. One, again, college friend is Ken Carpenter. Connor, what's the deal with Ken?
Ken always thought he was gonna make it big in Hollywood. He never really got close to even having a career in cinema or in entertainment. But he never gave up on his dreams. He still gets plastic surgery. It's really obvious because he doesn't really have the money for a good doctor. And he's constantly in local theater.
Okay. Want to be an actor? What does he do as his day job then?
He's an accountant.
Okay. Oh. All right, poor Ken. Let's see here. Weird. I will definitely tell you that your other friend Carlos got divorced last year, and he's the one who organized this get together. So, but what else can you tell us about Carlos Malone?
Well, if you went to the same college, he could maybe be the. I mean, it kind of makes sense to have alumnus that maybe. I don't. Is there like a job title for people that go to Miskatonic? Is there a job title for when you investigate the mythos that we wouldn't know about? I don't know.
No, yeah. I mean, none of you are. You're just all civilians. None of you know anything about that shit. The world is as advertised. But Miskatonic is a very large university, and a lot of people go there, get different kind of degrees. So you could have just gotten an MBA from Miskatonic.
An MBA, sure, why not? Okay. So it really all depends on what program you go into there. Right.
Okay. We'll say he's a manager in an office. So he is definitely going through a midlife crisis, though. Because he did this, he organized this meetup and helped. You all decided to get you rented a nice Airbnb at a nice house by Crater Lake, Oregon. Crater Lake is actually a national park, so you can't do that in real life. But in this version, you can. So you have a nice view of the lake. It is a very scenic lake, formed by a crater from an ancient asteroid impact, weirdly enough. It is just a weekend with the boys to catch up, drink some brews, go hiking, and enjoy a late summer weekend in the beautiful state of Oregon. So yeah, we'll just sort of begin. As all of you are driving, you were all in the same rented SUV, packed with supply. Well, you're in town on the way up to Crater Lake. Is there anything you want to stop at the general store before you go? You have enough food and brewskis.
Okay,
And
well, as long as we have the beer.
yeah, you definitely have plenty of beer. Multiple case. What's your brand? What does Connor like in beer?
I mean, when he's at home and just around, he drinks Coors Light because he doesn't
Okay.
like to spend a lot of money on it. But he knows he has to be showy for his friends, so he
Oh,
always brings some kind of like new IPA or local brew.
oh, okay, yeah. So you got some zombie dust, so some really nice. This is a very, very highly rated on Untapped IPA. And all right, so you have a bunch of that. Braxton, is there anything else you want to get at the general store before you head on, or is that you got all the basics? Yeah.
Beer wise, I have to just to be antagonistic. I gotta choose Natural Light.
Natural Light. Okay.
Yeah, and I keep lying to them and telling them it's not as bad as they say it is.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Very good.
I am complaining to the general store guy about how he doesn't have like these particular nylon guitar strings that I really want. Just in case my strings break. I'm giving him a hard time about that.
Yeah, they have some guitar strings. It's the cheapest, most generic brand you can get. Not definitely something you would get at a music store. You're kind of surprised they have anything. But yeah, a lot of people bring their guitar when they go camping.
For boys' weekend. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice. All right. So you load up, you drive up. It's a nice, secluded area. There's a forest around, but there's also some, glades and you have a great view of the lake. You can see some other cabins in the distance, but not too close.
I had one question since it might come up later. Can I make a luck check to decide if I ridiculously took a gun with me anyway?
Does your character have firearm skill?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Yeah, give me a luck check. Are you gonna roll looking for lows or highs?
I was gonna give an odds. I would say evens.
Okay, evens. All right.
Okay, here we go.
All dice rolling.
Even.
All right.
Okay, he's got a 9mm.
Okay,
he's not carrying it on him. It's just packed away in a duffel bag or something.
All right. Yeah, you have a 9mm. It is. You are a criminal. You are a thief, and you drove. You did not take a plane, so you could take a gun over state lines.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's not a problem. And none of your friends know about it. So Ken is talking about how he's gotten like 10,000 views on TikTok now with some of his viral videos, and it's the latest thing, and you should all try it out. And it's like improv. He did a season at Second City that one time, and it was like about a month before he washed out of there. But Carlos is talking about soccer. He's a big soccer fan. I assume none of you follow soccer, but he's
Not
one of the
really, no.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's seeming you're all in high moods. I would imagine as you get to the house and start unpacking, and the as you do that, Connor, you're heading out to the car to grab some of the beer. When in the distance you see this woman with a wide brimmed hat and like dressed for hiking in the outdoors, like sort of one of those vests with all the pockets and brown pants and boots, and like she also has like a camera slung around her neck, and she's just kind of looking at you a little bit. She's wearing thick glasses, and she like, hello, did you just get here?
Yeah, we're just unloading. Hi, you visiting the area as well?
Visit. Well, visit. No, I'm working. It's very important work.
Oh, what do you
Uh,
do?
um, well, are you planning to spend the night here?
I mean, I think we're planning to spend a couple nights here.
Oh, yeah, you might want to reconsider.
Is there some sort of work going on around here?
Well, it's just I feel it would be wrong for me not to tell you about what's been happening around here lately, and you may want to make new plans. So there have been some sightings, you know. Do you know what the as she starts walking a little bit towards you, gets on the driveway. Um, there's some dangerous things out in the woods here, and we're I've got my theories, but I'm a trained professional when it comes to investigating these things. But I guess if you stay inside is probably okay. But so at this point, Braxton, you can hear Connor talking to somebody.
Yeah, I'll go out there.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
So you're a trained professional? Like what,
It's just-
photography or something?
Yeah, photography. I am very good at photography. We just had some photographic evidence of a cryptid in the area. So
Which
one of
one?
those.
well, that's thing. We're not quite sure. It is definitely not human, but humanoid. So I don't want to say the B word, but you have to be careful around here. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. She said you're you're professional, huh?
Well, you just got here. You haven't seen anything yet, even on the drive up. You didn't see anything unusual.
No, just you,
not.
ma'am. Just you.
I'm not unusual. I don't know why you would say that.
Braxton. Hey, ma'am, no, don't worry about it. We won't interfere with your search. We'll stay in at night. And if you want to stop in for a drink later, we got plenty of brews and we got steaks for the grill. It's gonna be great.
Well, no, I like I said, I'm working. I'm investigating these phenomenon.
Well, you can't work 24 hours a day, so
Well,
feel free to stop on by.
yeah,
We'll be
yeah.
right here, being safe.
Okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, okay, just be careful. She takes out a card from her vest pocket. Here, this has a contact thing for my website. If you send me if you actually photograph anything, please send it to me so it can be analyzed. But I just want, I'm not, if anything happens to you, obviously I warned you. You have been warned. So
we appreciate it. Any advice for dealing with a Bigfoot?
Can I get one of those cards too?
Okay, yeah.
I just hand it over to Brex.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Obviously, they are actually highly intelligent, and you cannot be aggressive to them. They're very, we've encroached on their territory, and so you have to use they're actually kind of telepathic, so you have to think calm and friendly thoughts while also using body language to indicate that you are not a threat.
Ma'am, how did you learn all this?
Well, I have a podcast where we talk about this in great detail. There's quite a few texts I can recommend on my website if you're interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely check out your podcast later. Thank you so much. And we will take no additional time interfering with your work. We wish you the best of luck.
Okay. All right. All right. Just make sure. Yeah. Okay. She kind of wanders off back into the woods.
Russ, is it too metagamey of me to human the overall interaction?
Yeah, you can humor it. I mean, she's a weird person
Okay.
who showed up uninvited at your isolated country place.
Well, I missed it anyway, so it's all good. It's fine.
Yeah,
She's fine.
you know
make
what
the
you
roll
know.
for the heck of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know she seems pretty odd and unusual, but that doesn't really amount to anything by itself. So.
Yeah. So Carlos has already started playing some early 2000s Limp Bizkit era sort of rap rock. So yeah, the party's getting started. Yeah. So the two of you wander back inside the house.
It's time to crack open an infinite number of natty lights and pretend like they don't taste terrible.
Yeah, exactly. So the next couple hours go great. You all talk, you cook some steaks, drink some natty lights, some IPAs as it gets dark. And pretty soon, people break out the weed too, and it gets to be a really good night.
All right, it's a party now.
Yeah. So then both of you can give me spot checks as you're hanging out on the porch at night.
What is that
Alertness
perception
or
checks?
search?
Sorry.
Perception, alertness.
Probably alertness.
Alertness. Yeah, alertness.
active.
Sorry, I've been
No worries.
different-
I know.
Called
different
Cthulhu.
different game. The thing that lets you notice things.
Yeah.
1 point off.
I
Okay?
made mine
Another
50
point.
under 70.
Okay. So Braxton, you do see in the distance, way from the distance, a bright red light, like a dot of red light, that appears off in the woods somewhere. And it's glowing for a while before you lose sight of it.
If it was there long enough, I'll try to point out to somebody else and see if they see it too.
Since you made it, I'd say the others see it as well.
All right, because I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah.
That's all.
You don't think Braxton with your success, you don't think that was like, you do not think that's like a cigarette or anything. That it's a brighter, stronger light source than a cigarette or a lighter.
Yeah.
So, but it's very red too.
Would it
It's
be
very
like,
difficult to judge distance like that, situations like that.
You definitely know what section of the woods that is in, like, or what, you can't judge the exact distance, but you know what, you can, it.
That's
You
cool.
know the bearings, so if you just walked in a straight line from the house, you would eventually be there.
Can I make
Theoretically,
a
a person could do
navigator?
that. Although I'm interested in mysteries, I had absolutely no intention of doing that. I was noting the weird thing and get back to partying because I
Yeah.
at no time did I think I was going to leave the house that was safe to go explore the woods.
Yeah.
Can I make a navigate check to just figure out what general area it's in? Like,
Yeah,
if I've seen the map before?
Mhm. Mm-hmm.
39 out of, I think. Yeah, 39 out of 50. Yep.
50. Yeah. So you make it, and you know exactly where that is. You would be able to go there in the daylight, and check it out. So you've honed in on it. So you could check it out tomorrow.
Daylight, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a boring day.
Weird question related to that. Is it the direction that the woman walked off in?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for all we know,
She's
she got eaten by monsters. Not my problem.
She's clearly with a camp. They're probably having their own party tonight. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Not as long as the supplies last. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah. So the two of you, or the four of you, after a long night, all head to bed in various states of hangover. None of you. I don't. Have either of you had a night recently where you've had this much to drink and or smoke?
Have we? Probably not.
Yeah. Like, are you usually a pretty heavy drinker, or is this kind of like?
Oh, I don't know. My character probably only a couple times a month.
Okay.
So
A couple times a month is still pretty like.
yeah, well, when you're living
Connor
out
keeps
the lifestyle,
Yeah.
Connor keeps it pretty reserved, but as I said in the chat, he's secretly a juggalo and attends the gathering annually. So like, he really lets go when he lets go.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is nothing big, but like you Carlos is a lightweight. He is very, very buttoned down, and so even though he's trying to have his midlife crisis, he is maybe overcompensating a bit, and he winds up puking in the bathroom several times. Yeah,
We give him crap about it.
Yeah. But so you all stagger off to there's a separate bedroom for each of you. This is a very large house, and 2 stories with a basement, and both of you give me a roll power times 5.
Oh no, my one huge weakness. All right.
No, definitely not. I don't even have to look. Yeah, no. 79 out of 60.
Also no.
Okay.
Hey, we both got 79s. How nice.
Okay. Both of you dream of an underground place, and it looks like you see figures in silhouette all crowded around something on the floor. They're looking at something on the floor, and then there is a flash of light, and both of you feel cold, as like something stepped on your grave. It is, and the what you focus on is on the floor of this concrete place. You can see this massive black scorch mark, and just you get this foreboding sense that something is behind you, and you feel an immense pressure on your back, and then you wake up in a cold sweat. Both of you lose 1 sanity, as
Cool.
you just you smell something in the house for a moment, and it's this weird chemical smell that you don't quite know how to describe, but
Like
it
cleaning
stings your
chemicals?
nose. It's different. It's almost like, but it burns your nose. That much you can tell, and you feel a little weird the longer you smell it.
So it's like acrid.
Yeah. But as both of you wake up too. Also, it is more early morning.
Okay.
You look up, and for a split second, you see this like a black hole hovering above you in the bedroom, and it just disappears after like a split second. And that's why you lose a point of sanity. Is like there's just like intense visual hallucination for a split second of a black hole right above you, and then it's just gone.
All right, I get up weirdly manic and say, even though it's early morning, I'm saying, "Hey, anyone else see a black hole? I'm gonna go open up all these windows and go get 3 beers."
What?
I'm doing all that.
Carlos looks really distraught. Like he is like, yeah, you guys just woke up. Yeah, this is, yeah. He looks like he's seen a ghost, and Ken doesn't look too perturbed. He's like, I definitely drank a little too much, right? That's some weird.
It smells like there's a leak coming from the septic tank. It might be fumes.
I don't smell anything. And the longer you stay awake, the weaker the smell becomes.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna pound back three beers, and then I'll make myself stop until this evening, assuming nothing else weird happens. I just need something to take the edge off, and that was after just one point of sanity loss.
So great. as you're all eating breakfast and recovering, having some breakfast beers, you all hear a knock on the door.
All right. I'll walk over and go answer.
There is a woman, dressed kind of like smart casual, like and
Is it the podcast lady?
no, it's a different person. She has sunglasses, ponytail, pretty fashionable clothes, purse, and she's like, hi, my name's Brooke. I'm really embarrassed, but I rented this place right before you. In fact, I checked out. I checked out yesterday. You must have just shown up right out. You must have missed me on the road, or we must have been on the same road. Anyways, last night I got back into town and I realized I left my laptop here. Or at least I thought I did. And I panicked and I looked everywhere and I couldn't find it. And I didn't want to drive all the way night back here, but and I contacted the host. They said it had already been rented, but is it okay if I just look around and see if I left my laptop and a couple other things? You can follow me if you want. I know this is weird, but yeah.
I mean,
sure. Like what other things?
Charger, one of those little, one of those little battery packs. I think I've left a couple of pins. I mean, they're pins, but I like them. Yeah.
I mean, you're welcome to.
Yeah,
you left in a hurry or something?
Yeah.
No, I was just distracted. We had a phone call, and I it was just vacation. I wasn't really thinking, and I mistook my friend's laptop for my laptop. We both had the same MacBook. So yeah, okay, well thanks. I'll just head
Carlos, again, we've got a visitor.
Carlos immediately is like, oh hey, hello, would you like some coffee while you're here? There's no rush. And she's like, oh well, thank you. Yeah, I would. You'd love a cup. That would be great. So Carlos starts trying to flirt with her, and Kin is making a TikTok on the patio. So Brooke starts looking around the house for a little bit. And after about if you two can go back to eating breakfast, or what do you do? Yeah,
I have my highest skill. Can I help her search?
See
if there's a laptop.
She's like, oh no. Well, I mean, you can. I know where. I mean, I think I know where it should be. I mean, if you want to follow, that's fine. That's fine. Sure. You can give me a search check.
I go to eat breakfast, but I make sure like my duffel bags or whatever. What the thing with the gun in it anyway is either right with me or where I can see it at all times.
Mm-hmm.
I also like to human check this person too.
Okay.
I maybe made this one 20 under 50. Yeah.
Okay. She seems sincere.
I got a 5 out of 60.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. You don't find a laptop. She does find there is a pen. She's like, oh, there's my pen. Oh, thank you. Yeah. It's a lucky pen. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people. But yeah, I guess I did stop at this general store, and I think I left my car unlocked, and there's a lot of people going around. So
yeah, no, I never saw it. They don't even have these. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. No. Well, I'm just gonna have to report it stolen and deal with insurance. Great, but that's not your problem. Thank you so much. I'll just get out of your hair. Yeah.
Do you have an email or number in case we do find something? We can reach out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here, she takes out the pen and writes down a phone number. Yeah, just text me or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll let you know.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So after that, Kin is like, he's doing a TikTok tour of his house, And he's like, look at this place, it's so great and so cool. And then like, oh, but there's one place left to go, the basement. And he goes down there, and as soon as he opens the basement door, the two of you can smell the weird chemical smell wafting in from the basement.
Okay.
Oh man,
That's
yeah,
not
I
good.
still think it's the septic tank.
It's
Does it
definitely not
smell
a septic. It
Yeah,
does
I mean-
not smell septic at all.
I'm not outdoorsy
Yeah.
enough to know what it actually smells
You
like.
know what shit smells
This-
like.
Well,
they smell like
yeah,
poop. That's what they smell like.
Well, I guess I'll head down with him and go check out.
Yeah, but give me a sand check.
Oh, I can hold down with the rest, but if so, I'm in the rear. I'm definitely closest to the stairs.
As soon as you go
Definitely
down
closest
there,
to the nice clean air.
you definitely did not. None of you went in the basement yesterday, and you had a dream last night of this place, of the basement.
That's not good.
And there is a black scorch mark on the floor.
Huh. I passed, but do I lose any anyway?
Nope. You can just rationalize all you want.
I'm not really sure.
I must have been down here yesterday. I had to have been.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah. You thought you did. You must have blacked out. You didn't think you blacked out, but you must have. Yeah,
it's a weird thing to black out about.
Yeah.
Maybe we got more drunk than we thought. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's like, damn, this place is. Oh wow. Oh, I guess they must have set some fireworks off in here. That's why it smells weird. What?
It's not quite. I don't know why. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm sure that's not it. But okay, sure.
Yeah. Well, that's what Ken is TikToking about. So
yeah.
So yeah, that is after that, Carlos proposes going hiking. We're getting out of the house for a bit. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I will be on board. I will slowly lead them if they don't notice towards where we saw the red light.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's like easy. Like no one objects to you like leading the way unless Braxton wants to for some reason. But the four of you start going hiking towards that way, and it's late summer. It's Oregon. It's a beautiful secluded forest with the birds chirping. You can see squirrels running around, a deer in the distance. It's just as beautiful as you can imagine, and the air is great. And that's when you see an orange plastic object on the ground in front of you. And
okay.
It takes you a second. It looks like a gun.
Like a
It's
flare
a gun.
gun?
Yeah, like a flare gun.
I mean, that could make an orange dot, but shouldn't. I'm not that familiar with them, but shouldn't a flare gun make a lot more than just an orange dot? Like, a flare.
Yeah, but that would explain the red light from last night.
Oh, then maybe if it's just on the ground. Maybe it's a ground flare. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, if someone, a flare could have made that color of light. If depending on where it was shot, it didn't start a fire. But if it was not shot into the air, if it was shot horizontally at something, then it would not make nearly as much light.
Picking it up, does it look like it was recently fired? Like any scorch marks on the plastic?
There is a used shell in it. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I'm annoyed. I guess I go look at the card podcast lady gave us and see it with contact information and see.
You don't have cell phone reception out here. You'd have to go back to the house.
What if she ran into a bear or something and that was her attempt to get our attention because she knew? Oh, I'm gonna feel so bad if something happened to her.
I'm not, but I do feel obligated to follow up on this.
Okay. So are you going to search the area?
Yeah.
I guess. Although my overriding concern is to get back to the house, apartment, whatever it is, the cabin way before dark.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're not that far. Like I said, you're almost within sight of the cabin from where you are right now. Like you're very close to it. You can give me search checks, or if you have survival, you can give me a survival check.
Which would be better? Because I got 6 out of 60 on search, but I got 6 out of 10 on survival.
Survival would be better.
Okay, I'll do survival.
Okay.
This is what I've very specifically been training for.
Did you make it? Oh yeah, you did. Okay, so yeah, you find broken branches.
I also made a survival check.
And you do see some like signs of a struggle here. There are footprints, boot prints, and barefoot prints in the dirt here. They're very faint, but you with survival you can spot them. And there's also broken branches. And yeah, you are they. So you have 60 in survival. Then yeah, you they seem to go in the direction of the there's signs of a struggle here, and then the footprints seem to head towards the lake.
I guess we could check out that. See where.
Do the
where we see the lake.
footprints, are they similar size to the boot prints, or are they very different?
They're human size, but maybe a larger person. But the boots are, it's hard to compare boot prints with footprints, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And were there also shoe prints, or just a boot and a foot?
It looks like one person wearing boots and one person who is barefoot.
Okay.
You mean with my 0 in forensics, I can't figure this out?
Yeah, that is true. So yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah, I do have criminology 60. I could try that, I guess. I don't know.
Criminology 60. Yeah, you can read criminology check.
All right. See if there's a criminal way to make all this make sense. Oh, wrong thing. There. Nope, crit fail. 99.
Okay. It's fine. Yeah, you're she must have gotten lost and got scared or something. Maybe she the footprints you don't know about, but yeah, I mean, if you
get stung by a wasp.
Yeah. So do you want to head to the lake, or are you going to go back to the cabin, the house?
I mean, with the broken branches, did it look like there were any like torn fabric, anything?
Yeah, there's like threads, and that kind of thing. So yeah,
but not enough that would be like, oh, that's her. That was the shirt she was wearing, or anything like that.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. You don't have like.
Yeah, right.
You're also really hungover from yesterday, so your memory's a little affected by that.
I mean, I'm gonna feel bad if something happened to her. Maybe we should go follow these tracks.
I'm sure she's fine, but sure, whatever. If that's what we got to do, it's
okay.
Might as well. We didn't have anything else planned today.
All right. So the four of you head to the lake shore. Crater Lake is a beautiful lake. It is like 5 miles wide, and over 1,400 feet deep apparently at it. So it is quite deep, quite wide, and it is quite beautiful. But yeah, you can give me another search check.
Can we do survival again?
31 out of 60.
Yeah, or survival, yeah.
Okay.
I'll do search.
Okay.
I missed it. 35 on 30.
35 on 30. Okay. But you made the search check?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Something does stick out to you. There's this weird, like, fleshy thing on the shore. It's a rocky shore, but like it's this weird pinkish red like bit of flesh is all you can describe it. Maybe in intestines or something, you don't know, but you're not unless you have
I do not have anthropology would not apply for the insides of the body.
Yep, that's true. But yeah, it looks really weird.
It sure does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, Braxton, you've been hunting before. What is that?
Do I have any way to know what it is, Ross? I could try criminology again. Just let me down so badly. That's all I can think of, really.
Yeah, you can give me a criminology check to rule out some things.
All right.
It's not a finger.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen today.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know.
70 over 60. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
My innate curiosity. I go poke it with a stick briefly.
Okay.
How big is it? The diameter or whatever in this thing.
It's kind of hard to tell because it's wedged between two rocks, and it looks it's long. It's a long fleshy thing. It's about like 9 inches long, something like that.
Huh.
It's just long.
Pull the rocks apart or something.
Yeah. I mean, are you actually going to touch it with your hands?
I didn't say hands.
Okay.
I mean, we could use a stick to like lift it off or try to pry it out.
Give me dex time.
We're basically little boys. We're gonna poke it with a stick.
Yeah. All right, that's a good point. Dex times 5 to pick it up with a stick.
Do we both? Is it
over 50?
No.
All right. As you try and pick it up with a stick, you gouge it and tear it in half.
Well, there's still just 4.5-inch halves. Try one of the halves.
Okay. Well, it's too small for you to really get under your stick. Yeah, it's very slippery and wet, whatever it is.
Braxton, you already made a mess of it. Go grab some leaves and let's pick it up and see what it is.
I'll go get the leaves. When I come back, you can use leaves on it.
All right, give me a sand check to pick it up with leaves because it's very close.
Oh, I was going to say, can I use a persuade check to make Carlos do it?
Yeah.
Can I assist the persuade check?
They can do it. Yeah. Convince him that touching disgusting things is popular on TikTok.
Does Delta Green have assisting rules? Can I assist him in his persuasion check to have somebody else do it?
Yeah, get a +10 on your roll.
3 out of 40. I don't need the assistance. That's a crit.
Oh, damn.
Right. Crit success, yes.
Carlos says, I'll do it barehanded. I don't care. All right.
I want Ken to do it for TikTok.
Yeah. Well, Ken is recording this on TikTok.
Yeah.
And,
Ken's a TikToker. Okay. Carlos is lots of other things.
So yeah, it looks like a oversized, like, well, it doesn't look like intestines. It reminds you kind of like a vein, but it's like way too big to be a human vein. So it's like a fleshy tube. Carlos is very grossed out by it. So after he holds up, you all get a look at it. He drops it and wipes his hand off under your shirt. And,
all right.
Yeah.
Ross, side note again. I didn't take the gun with me, but I did make sure the duffel bag was well secured and hard to get to before I left. So like people can't just stumble in there and accidentally find it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, definitely. So
testing as we reevaluate in the weekend.
All right. So the but yeah, you don't see anything else at the lakeshore. Except for that weird fleshy thing, tube, vein, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I call it a thing that could wreck my weekend. So
Carlos, rinses his hands off with the lake's water. He's like, gross.
I'll give you $100 if you cook it and eat it.
No, man, that's not worth it. Like we're pretty far from a hospital, man. Like like that looks like literally like an oversized parasite, man. Like
I'm just kidding.
That's
right. And then inevitably he tries to throw it at one of us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does try and throw it at one of you. Both of you give me dodge checks.
God damn it.
Nope.
A chance.
All right, yeah, he hits you, Connor.
Sure does.
Yep. Oh, you bastard!
No, he hit me too. I got 51 over 40.
Yeah, he threw one of us. Yeah, there were 2 parts, so he threw.
Oh, I see. Of you.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, Carlos. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
You.
So the 4 of you head back.
We've been slimed.
You have been slimed, and it's very gross. But you all head back, and you mean drinking. Well, I mean, what the mood is. Carlos and Ken think that that was kind of weird, but who cares? There's more beer and more more steak and more weed. So
Yeah, I'm okay with getting down with some more partying. I just first I want to see zooming up to look at that basement one more time before we start. Yes or
Yeah,
no?
I mean, yeah, it's a basement. Just go down there if you want to.
No, with somebody else. I don't feel like going there on my own.
Yeah, we could do some drinking games down there if you want, like old times.
No.
You bring a Ouija board?
That's
You
the
know I
opposite of
did, Ken Rod. It's really
God
popular on
damn it.
TikTok right now.
Fuck. All right, forget about exploring the basement. Just when everyone else goes to bed, I need to start coming up with a plan for how to. Like, does the basement door have a simple lock on it? Is there anything more complicated?
No. I mean,
You gotta admit that'd be a pretty good video. Creepy Ouija board in a creepy basement.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Yeah.
We can wait till night. We can wait till night after we've had a few more drinks.
Or we can just leave the basement alone, not do that. I don't really believe in the occult or the supernatural, but
it's like, what are you afraid of, Braxton?
Ooh.
The murder basement?
Is it the murder basement? Do you know something I don't know? I don't. It's more like healthy caution. I've learned the easy way and the hard way that most dangers in life, the best way to defeat them is to avoid them.
What danger?
You think that's where the Airbnb host set up the cameras?
I point out to yes, is what danger. I point out like 5 different ways he could trip and accidentally get killed in this room right now. Those dangers like that, they're all around you. You just don't notice them.
Braxton, we were drinking and smoking this entire weekend. We were playing cornhole, fishing, and I presume you brought guns for hunting. I don't know why, but
okay, out of character, you guys know it's just one handgun. You guys don't know about it. I brought it just because I feel like for need of safety.
Yeah.
Then I retract that part of the statement. Like,
I brought it out of a compulsion. That's why I rolled to see if I actually took it with me or not.
Yeah.
But apparently I did. So.
Yeah.
But it's getting closer and closer to not being in there, instead of being on me all the time.
Yeah.
And that's just from some weird slimy blob thing on the beach.
Carlos says, "I'll go down in the basement with you, Braxton. Come on."
All right. Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out.
All right. So you go down in the basement. It's like it's a concrete basement. There's a bunch of junk scattered around. It's really like a miscellaneous storage place. Some broken chairs.
You said it was Carlos, right? You said Carlos went with you?
Yeah. Carlos went with you.
Yeah, I looked back at Carlos to see if he was trying to fuck with me. I mean, as we're in the basement, I just randomly looked back at him. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's just looking around. He's just like, yeah, what's yeah, it is kind of weird that scorch mark, and it does kind of smell weird down here. So
yeah, it smells like chemicals, but like no chemicals that I know of. Isn't that odd?
I don't know much about chemicals, but yeah.
Well, I mean, neither do I. But I mean, it just doesn't. It has to smell this chemical smell, and yet you can't really place it, right? Like it doesn't smell antiseptic per se.
Yeah, it's definitely there's no septic. Yeah, it doesn't smell like the septic tank is not buried in the basement. It's out that ways. It would be that ways. Like he points your direction. Like it would be a separate thing buried in the backyard, man. Like like they need to bring the truck out to empty it out every couple months or whatever, right? So yeah.
Yeah, I also had a dream of this right before I woke up, even though I'd never been in here. So that's strange.
Or you just were too drunk to remember it.
Well, sure, maybe, but that's why we're gonna make sure this doesn't happen a second evening. I don't want to wander into this place of all places.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the stairs are kind of dangerous if you're drunk. So
yeah, we'll just barricade this thing before when the party starts. We'll just shove a couch in front of this or something.
What? Like you can, man.
The door to the basement, which if it opens outwards.
Carlos looks up at the ceiling. He's like, "Oh, that's kind of weird, though."
Yeah, it's got that mark in it. It's got a mark or something. I look up.
There's like something like shiny stuck in the ceiling right above the scorch mark.
Shiny, like a gem or something.
You'd have to get a chair to get a close look at it.
Still daylight, right?
Breaking Bad down there?
No, we're not making any meth. It takes more equipment than this anyway. So like a gem or something. So I'll go get a chair and stand in the chair and look at the thing. That's probably bad for me.
Okay, it looks like a sharp. It does look like a crystal of some kind, but it looks there's a tiny black scorch mark around it where it is embedded in the concrete of the ceiling, and like, yeah, it you can give me a criminology check since you have that.
I made it this time, 59 out of 60.
Yeah, it looks like it was. It actually reminds you of like shrapnel bits from like a bomb that have been embedded into a fixture, but like with great heat, like it was hot enough to like melt the concrete and fuse in there, or melt through it partially before it cooled down and got stuck.
Hey, Carl, let's take a look at this, and then I'm gonna start.
It's like a little point. Yeah. So yeah, give me a sand check.
Okay. Not very good at being sane. That's okay, because it's a one shot. Yeah. Nope. Oh, crit fail.
All right, it's just one.
Okay.
But yeah, how the fuck did that happen? That's not possible.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's possible. Maybe the cryptids are real this time or something, and somehow it did it. But then why would it be in a basement? I don't know. A lot of questions. I want to try to pry it free.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me my channel. Copy link address. Sorry. Somebody asked if they could hear it. Anyways. Somebody asked if they could listen. He's like, yes, of course. So all right, so you found that that weird crystal thing embedded in the ceiling right above the scorch mark. What was your next question? It was very disconcerting to you.
Oh yeah, it's very disconcerting. I was trying to pry it free. That's all.
Oh, it is. You actually try and pull it out, and you cut your finger on it. It is incredibly sharp. You take 1 point of damage, and it is incredible, like wedged in. It is just fused in there. There is no way you're moving that out without chiseling it out or something.
Hey, Carlos, I bet you can't get this out.
Oh shit, your finger. Fuck. Get some, like there's a good amount of blood. Yeah, it's a bit of a gusher. So
kind of hungry for blood, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go wrap something on my finger, but.
So Carlos comes back up to the main floor and tells Kin and you, Connor, as you've set up your Ouija board and candles.
Oh no, those were to bring down to the basement. We were just gathering.
Okay. All right, so you're gathering the stuff. I'm about to head into the basement when Carlos comes up. It's like, hey, where's the first aid kit? I know we brought one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Braxton cut his finger. There's something stuck in the something sharp stuck in the ceiling.
I'll go down with him.
All right, so you all see this thing, and yeah, it's really weird.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, you don't know.
I don't know, but whatever it is hungry for blood.
Is the smell coming from it? I kind of like put my nose up to it. Does it smell?
Yeah, it smells
like the chemical smell.
Yeah, it's the weird smell you can't really identify.
Right, but he's saying because it seems stronger. Does it seem like a point of origin for it?
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
Huh. It seems like that's where the smell is coming from.
Well, I already wasn't going to participate in the Ouija board thing. Now that I know it's in the basement next to the thing that just bit me, I mean, I'm definitely not participating in the Ouija board thing. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about, you guys. The occult and the supernatural. Hang on. The occult and the supernatural is not real. At the same time, though, when you screw around with this stuff, weird shit just tends to happen.
You say the crystal bit you.
Well, not literally. I was trying to get it out, and somehow or another, it's so sharp, I could not get it. It's like fused to the concrete, which is bizarre. But yeah.
My sister's into a lot of this stuff. Can I make an occult roll on the crystal?
Sure.
Wrong channel. 23 out of 40.
It does not match. The crystal does not match any appearance of any like crystal you're aware of in standard occult. It looks to. It's not like a carved or whatever it is, cut gemstone. It looks like a natural, like random crystal formation, or part of one.
And it's like in the floorboard, right?
Well, yeah, it's in the ceiling of the basement. So you get this idea that there was an explosion of some kind in the basement, and
A very unusual explosion.
And it launched this crystal fragment into the ceiling. You actually start with your successful occult check. You get this wild hunch about this. You start looking around. You find other like embed like places in the concrete walls that have been there. These chisel marks actually, like someone has actually like taken a chisel, a hammer and chisel, and like made holes in the concrete walls. Yeah, at sort of random formations. Yeah.
Well, just gives me. I mean, you really want to check out this crystal, Braxton? Given where it is, could I go from above and knock it down?
No.
Okay.
You need a chisel or something like to like you. The thing is, you don't know how like it's quite like the width of the or the depth of the floor is pretty. You'd have to make a really big fucking hole to get all the way down to the crystal. So like it would be like the kind of that would make a big obvious hole on the first floor. Like
floors and ceilings are kind of thick.
Yeah,
imagine the force required to either embed that thing or like fuse it or whatever with the concrete. It's kind of insane. I don't really want to think about it a lot, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
although what I am concerned about is how recently did an explosion like that happen? That's what I'd like to know, I guess, but I don't know how to. No idea.
You sure this wasn't meth? I mean, isn't that crystals and?
I mean, no, there's not a lot of crystals involved in meth. And explosions. I mean, they have to screw up really badly. I don't know. I don't know. Ross, do any of the chemicals smell like the kind you get when you make meth? I may know about it.
Nope.
Definitely not. Yeah, I don't think. So I actually do have you guys. After I dropped out of college, I do other stuff for fun now. And money. I'm pretty sure this isn't meth. I'm like 99% sure whatever this is something way weirder, way less normal than a simple humble meth lab.
Yeah,
like that crocodile stuff I read about in that Vice article.
Look, let's just eat, guys. Let's I got the steaks.
Yeah, Let's just go do something else.
Okay.
But before I go to bed, before I pass out tonight, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna put furniture in front of this entrance before we go to bed tonight.
Okay. As you're doing that late at night, you've all had some beers or some weed or both. More talking, more partying. So it's past midnight. You're all about ready to turn in.
Let's barricade that thing.
That's when you hear screams in the distance.
God damn it!
Someone screaming, like a scream of fear and pain.
You guys hear that?
I go running out.
Yeah, it's like very far away. You have no idea what direction it is.
Connor, hang on a minute.
You give me a alertness check at half.
Okay.
I'm looking for a red light again. No, definitely not.
Okay, you do not see a red light.
I didn't make mine either.
So, after about, what are you gonna do?
Well, okay. Do you guys hear that? Connor ran out, so I guess Connor heard it. I'd like Connor to get back here. I'd like us to decide what we're going to do instead of running off, because I don't feel.
I mean, I'm just running to the edge of the light of the house. I'm not like running into the wood.
All right.
All right. I know this is probably going to be pointless, so I'm going to try to call 911. I'm going to try to react to emergency the way people are supposed to.
Hello, 911.
Hi. So, and then I explained that we're in this rented house, and we just heard a scream out in the woods, and explain those things. Or I can roleplay it if you want.
Do you know if it was human?
It sounded like a person.
It could be any number of animals, sir. Are
there really a lot of animals that scream like? Okay, whatever. But so It's just the other day we had this. I said the podcast lady's name. I forgot to write it down. Sorry, but explain about how we've had these people around here and how and the red dot the other day, the flare, just I'm not gonna tell them it's the basement.
All right,
Anything,
here's
like,
the local police department number. I need you to call them, and they'll do a
All
wellness
right.
check. This is for emergencies only.
Right. Sure. I take down the number. I go with what they said. I try to do the same thing with the local PD. I expect I'll get nowhere, but
Yeah. So meanwhile, Connor, you're out there, and you actually do see you hear some rustling in the woods, and you hear a voice. Hello?
Hello?
Can you help us?
Yeah.
The voice sounds like Joy, the cryptid hunter.
Yeah.
But you can give me a human check.
At 10. I'm just well-meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, of course. Are you okay? We did you
someone
try to set up a flare yesterday?
I don't know anything about that.
I didn't. Yeah, and I'm busy inside on the phone, right?
Yep. But
Yes.
Ken is watching this from the back porch, so
Yeah.
he has
Okay.
eyes on Connor. So
All right.
can you come with me and help my friend? Come with
Let
me.
Get a flashlight and some supplies. And
It's very important that you come now.
Let me just go grab a flashlight, and I turn back to go run back in the house and grab some supplies. First aid kit and a flashlight.
Okay, so you run back to the house. Braxton, you've hung up on the. You finished calling the authorities when Connor does that.
And what did they say? They said. And what did they say?
They said that it's not an emergency unless you know somebody was hurt. So
they said good luck with that.
Yeah, basically.
I would like to point out for the record that it was the criminal that actually tried to call 911. I find that ironic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. All right. So it's just because I didn't want to get involved in this weekend. Not that I thought this was going to happen, but well, it's time to be armed, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know if I have a flashlight, but if I do, I grab the flashlight. The phones, even if they don't have reception out there, we get phones, and I don't know. Well, anything else? If my survival skill, besides not going at all, was the smart move. If anything else, my survival skill thinks of. Yeah. So,
okay.
So Connor, what did she say?
She said that they need help, that somebody's in trouble, and I mean, I assume that's the source of the scream. So.
Yeah. Okay. If I seem reluctant, it's just because everything in my psyche is telling me that the safe way to make it through the night is don't go outside. But that's fine.
What do you think is after us exactly?
I'm probably just being paranoid. I usually am. Okay.
It was probably a cougar, and it's probably full. But
I mean, yeah. But here's the thing: if it was anything even remotely normal, wouldn't they just tell you what the problem is?
I assume they're in shock.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Let's go.
All right. So Ken does not want to go, but Connor goes with Carlos.
Carlos.
Yeah. So the three of you go marching off into the woods. But when you get to where you were, Joy is not there. But you hear a voice coming from the woods. Come this way.
Joy, what's going on?
I mean, come on, Connor. Does this sound like this is going to go well for us?
What exactly do you think she's trying to do?
I don't know. That's the problem. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know anything. And the more I don't know, the more I assume the worst. You know what? In my life experience, I'm usually correct.
Okay. Joy, what's going on out there? What do you need?
This way.
Yeah,
just
stuck. Joy, Joy.
Are you following? Are you following Joy or not? Are you following?
I mean, slightly.
Okay.
Slower now than I was before. But do you need cops or do you need an ambulance?
So you go a little further into the woods. You can give me both alertness checks.
Okay.
I am clearly distracted.
50 under 70. I made it.
So Braxton, you see movement up ahead. There you do see you think it's Joy. But there's like something like it looks like she's injured. Like there's like a big stain on her chest for a second, and she is, you're flashing the flashlights of the woods, but she's definitely retreating further into the woods. But she kind of motions for you. You see her arm, and she kind of motions for you to come follow her. And she,
Yeah, Connor, you know what would make me feel a lot better right now is if we had I don't know, like 20 drones full of floodlights. You see what I mean? You see the situation? This isn't good for us.
That's when the lights at the house shut off. And you hear like you hear like you hear glass breaking or something something loud coming from the house.
All right, I'm trying to be calm. I don't know, I should probably sand check or something, but
and then shortly thereafter a scream. So and it sounded like Ken.
Okay.
Give me sand checks.
Yeah.
Oh God, we gotta get back.
Yeah, give me athletics checks to rush back.
Success on the sand check.
I did not make my sand check. Not that I'm surprised.
All right, it's 1 if you fail.
Okay.
And athletics to get there to run.
12 out of 30. I'm on a mission.
All right.
If I run slower than he does, can I get a bonus on the athletics check?
I mean, it's either you're running or you're walking. So
yeah. Well, what if I only run until we get back to the edge of the woods and then walk after that? Never mind. I'll just run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
right.
46. I fell down anyway, so it's all
okay. So you're trying to run, but you're tripping up on the underbrush and things. So you're not making it's basically as though you're walking. But Connor, you made it. So you're first on the scene. Carlos is sort of between the two of you. Braxton, you're furthest at the back. The lights are out. You can see that the back porch has like these glass sliding doors, and the house is built up on a hill, so you were going down it from it, so you couldn't see the back porch from where you were. So you didn't see what happened here, but something broke the glass sliding door. But Ken does not respond when you call. Well, what do? You do not see Ken.
Well, is the glass on the inside or the outside?
In the inside.
Okay. I guess I start yelling for Ken. Ken, are you okay? Ken.
You do not see it. You do see a blood stain and a Ken's phone on the carpet of the living room.
Is it on and unlocked?
It is on, but give me a luck check to see if it's unlocked.
All right.
Choose odd or even.
Odd.
Okay.
Like the events going on. Are you rolling or am I?
You roll.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No worries.
Oh, yeah.
All right, it is locked. Let's see.
What was that, at the front door or something, or the back door? What was that?
It was at the back door. So basically,
sliding door.
Wasn't there something about a broken glass sliding door?
Yeah,
that's the back door.
So you find the phone. You get one more action before the others catch up to you. So what do you want to do, Connor?
Oh, okay.
I guess run to the front. Does it look like the front door is open? Like something left after coming in the one way, it left out the other?
Give me an alertness check.
Six out of whatever it is. I know that makes it 20.
Okay. So in the distance, as you look outside, out the front, and in the distance, you can see like a flashlight or like some sort of light in the woods ahead.
Does it look like it's coming towards me or away?
It shuts off a second after you open the door.
Oh, okay. Do I have any notion of relative distance?
Not too far because you could make it out. So, a couple 100 feet.
All right. I will go, Ken, and
No
run to the
reply.
edge of the light again.
Okay. So you're chasing after the flashlight.
I mean, again, only to the edge of the light from the cat. Oh no, the lights are all out. aren't
Yeah, the lights are out. That's what I was asking. So
they?
yeah.
Then no, I'm pausing because I'm not brave enough to go without backup.
Okay. Braxton and Carlos catch up. What are the three
I
of you
saw a
do?
light headed that way. We gotta go after him. They've got Ken.
They've got Ken.
Someone's
Who's
got
they?
Ken. I don't know. Somebody, something. A light.
All right. Well, I mean, look, it sucks whatever's happened to Ken, and I'm freaking out about it too. But we can't keep chasing sounds. Okay, we have to do something different, or all the remaining three of us aren't going to make it to this night. That seems certain.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So let's not go.
Carlos
go
like, we gotta
chase
bust
down
some
the-
heads. We gotta find those fuckers, make them pay.
Yeah,
He's
Carlos.
right,
make it
but we
pay.
should at least arm up. You were right. I am sorry, Braxton. You were right. Clearly, Joy was getting us into a trap. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Right, and now
Maybe-
Ken's gone, and now we hear Ken screaming out there. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but whatever was that's going to happen to Ken, it's probably already happened to Ken.
We got to call the cops, and then we got to go.
Okay,
immediately
you talk to him this time. I throw him the phone number for the local PD. That you can try 911, but they'll just tell you it's not really an emergency.
But we weren't missing a friend before.
That's fine. You can try
We
him again.
bloodstains on the
I'm
couch.
done with them. I'm done with bureaucracy like that. Carlos, you really want to go after Ken, right?
Yeah, of course.
I don't really want to go after Ken. Look, let's but we can. Just give me a second, okay, Carlos? It's stupid
Look,
to go alone.
Did
Give me a
either of you
second.
know Ken's password? I hold
Password?
out the phone.
Oh, Ken's phone? I don't know. No, well, I don't. Do I?
Give me a luck check.
You might.
Okay.
Could you criminology?
That's what I was
Oh
thinking.
yeah, criminology. Yeah, you can give me a criminology check. Yeah.
It's difficult to turn off. It's like an instinct.
Yeah.
But I don't though. I totally don't. I admit, Matt, I might brick it on accident. Anyway, I got 100. I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, jeez.
If I manage to.
100 is a
brick the
critical
phone.
failure, so
Yeah.
you do not get that.
Well, but instead of not just having the password, if you wanted it to be, it could be worse. Where I tried a clever trick that backfired, and three buttons at once or something as erased the phone. But it's up to you.
Okay. Yeah, with 100 on a criminology, yeah, you're locked out of the phone. So
Yeah.
But you're all talking about this for a bit, looking at the phone, trying to get it to work.
Well, my main thing, I get that I'm going to have to go with Carlos out into the woods, and I don't want to do it. I'll probably all die. But my main thing is before that, let's at least investigate, even though this is dangerous too, the house. Stuff happened at the house. I'd like to know what the state of the house is.
No, you're right, and we should arm up too.
Connor, Braxton, your phone rings.
Okay, I look at who's calling.
Unknown number, private number.
God damn it! I open up the phone and put on speakerphone. Hello.
You said Ken's phone is intact. You just can't access it, right?
Is the voice on the phone saying this or what?
Yes, the voice on the phone. It sounds. It's a woman's voice. It sounds a lot like Brooke, but she's very calm and neutral tone.
Is it Brooke? Is it? How do you know that?
What model it is? It looks like an iPhone, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is. I'll help this weird person with the unlocking the phone project, but I still want them to tell me who the hell they are.
Okay, I'm going to come in to the house now. I am armed. I will.
So am I.
Don't
What?
leave your firearm on the table in plain sight. Do not. You only have one firearm. Or how many firearms do you have?
As far as I know, I'm the only one with one.
I assume Carlos and I are staring kind of slack-jawed at you at that point.
Brooke,
Yeah.
Brooke, hang on, Brooke. This is important negotiation. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do what you said, but like, with all due respect, you have advantage over some information. But why should I do what you said?
I'm a federal agent, and this involves national security.
Okay, I guess. Sure. Why not? It's a hell of a night anyway.
Yeah, give me a sand check for helplessness.
Yeah, definitely. Did I actually make? I think I made a sand check. I'm amazed, barely, but I made it.
Okay. So yeah, Brooke comes in. She is wearing dark clothing. It has a bulletproof vest on and has an assault rifle. And she looks very serious.
Yeah.
And she give me the phone.
I handed the phone.
She takes out a small device that plugs into the iPhone. Okay, now it's unlocked.
It's like a Stingray or something. Cool. Wow. Okay.
Wait, so TikTok really is infiltrated by the Chinese government?
No. Well, don't. What? She plays the video on the phone and watches it. You hear glass breaking and someone screaming, and she frowns as she watches the video.
Can we see it, or is she holding it away from us?
She's holding it away from you, but she puts it down after that. Yeah, give me human checks.
Okay.
85 out of 10. Is Ken okay?
I doubt it.
What about you? Did you make your human check?
No, unfortunately, no. I'm only 50% a human.
She actually she puts the phone, she plugs the device back in and messes with the phone for a little bit. You don't want to watch that. I regret to inform you, I do not believe your friend is alive. This is a bad situation for all of us. But
desperately searching for Joy's card, and I give it to her, and I'm like, I think this person is behind it. Whatever they're doing, I think this person's involved.
Yeah, I'm aware of her. She is.
You mean Joy?
I'm aware of Joy Harvey. Her campsite was, I believe, it was attacked.
No, she was just trying to distract us. She tried to ambush us, and that's when they got Ken.
I don't think that was Joy.
I don't think it was Joy either, for what it's worth. It seems like a weird thing for Joy to suddenly do.
I will. We cannot leave this area.
Why not? It seems like leaving would be the best way to stay healthy.
For national security purposes, I'm going to deputize the three of you to assist. This is a situation that can get exponentially worse unless we deal with it now. So,
is there any chance I can call this in as a favor later to get out of a thing that might happen later at some point? You have a complication.
I believe if you all three stay together, I can get the lights back on. I believe it just hit the circuit breaker. But you three will have to.
It hit the circuit breaker. Okay.
Yes.
So it hit the circuit. What the fuck?
There is. You'll have to stay here tonight. And stay on watch to be my eyes and ears. I will give you a radio for you to report in, but you'll have to stay here.
Okay, Brooke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any way we can protect ourselves?
You have a gun.
Brooke, what about the basement? and the small crystal that's embedded in the ceiling, and it seems like there was other pieces of crystal in other places that have been removed.
I don't go in the basement.
See, that's what I told you guys. I told you don't go in the basement. Now, granted, I did lead the expedition in there the second time, but still.
Was this because of the Ouija board?
No, it is not because of the Ouija board. So I want you all to stay here, and I want you to stay on watch and take turns staying on watch. And if you see anything, use the radio, push this button, and I will be there. Until then, I need to fall back and assess the situation. But you will be my eyes and ears, and if you attempt to flee, it will be bad for you. I know I have your personal information. I know you've already been reported to my supervisor. So if you run, even if you evade me, it will go very badly for you.
I don't suppose the local police are going to show up, are they?
No. In fact, we are going to stay away from local law enforcement. We were trying to minimize the number of people that are involved in this. But you three will stay here and watch.
And what do we do the next time we hear someone scream out in the woods that they want our help?
I report it. Report it to me.
Okay. What if we report it to you and you don't answer?
That means I am working on a solution at that point. So,
okay. All right. I guess that's good enough. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
Do you have backup?
You don't need to know that.
Okay. I feel a lot safer if you just at least lied to me and said yes.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Connor this time. Time, yeah. Here's a tip for the future. Next time, just lie and say yes.
She turns around and leaves, leaving the radio. So,
right.
Yeah. Carlos is not taking this well. He is drinking. He has opened up the whiskey.
Braxton, why did you bring a gun?
What do you mean, why? Look what's happening right now.
You knew this was going to happen?
No, I definitely did not know anything like this was going to happen. I carry them around sometimes because I feel safer with them, and then something like this happens, and it's like, see, that's why.
God, man, I'm sorry we lost touch. And you know what? I'm glad you have it. I don't know what we're going to do.
Me too, which, by the way, now that she's gone, it's back on my person.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Carlos has been through a lot. I mean, I don't know. Look at him drinking there. I don't know if he's going to be good for shifts. We might want to give him first shift.
Right now, my focus is on surviving this night without any further physical or mental damage happening to me. And then we're going to evaluate in the morning, if we get to morning.
Mm-hmm.
But distracting conversations can be great. We can play card games or something. Oh, Ken, that. Yeah, well, I mean, I gesture at the radio. You could have fun talking to Brooke about that if you want. I'm pretty sure she's going to say something non-helpful like, just wait. So,
his sister's wedding's in 2 months. They have to know.
I mean, but they don't have to know this exact second. It's only 16, 18 hours that feels like 5 weeks. It's fine.
All right.
Okay. So who's going to take the first shift? Or who's going to fall asleep first, really, I guess is the real question.
I don't know. I guess it's up to dice rolls because I'm not going to fall asleep on purpose, but I probably will at some point. I'm going to avoid the alcohol, except I don't know. It's hard to. I'm going to sip one natural light beer and have it last all night or something, probably.
Well, I mean, if both of you stay up, both of you are eventually going to pass out. That's
what I meant. It's kind of a dice roll thing. I guess, okay, fine. I don't know. Do you want to try to sleep first, or Carlos?
I figure we make Carlos take the first shift because otherwise he'll be too plastered to have a shift.
Okay, I guess.
Okay.
Then I can take second, and I'll try to sleep now.
Okay. So,
is that
Ross,
like a sanity check or something to see if I can even sleep?
Russ, is it possible to barricade the door to the basement with a couch, or does it open the other direction? Okay,
No, you can.
We're doing
You can.
that.
Yeah.
And it's also locked. And I have the key or something. I don't want anyone else to have it.
I'll sleep on that.
Well, there's no
couch.
separate key for it. It's just like
All
a
right.
little, yeah. So, yeah, you can do that though. You can barricade it. So, yeah, and you can sweep up the broken glass, and there's a plastic tarp you can use to cover up the broken glass door. So Connor, you're going to sleep first. It sounds like.
Yeah, try.
Okay. Yeah, you actually, as soon as your head hits the pillow, you seem to pass out.
I guess so. We have Carlos in first watch. So I guess I'm asleep too, or trying to.
So Connor, you are in a bar. You recognize the bar. It's one that you and Ken used to go to when you're at Miskatonic. You're playing pool with Ken. He's taking a sip of a drink and smiling at you.
Oh. Hey.
How you doing, Connor?
Not so great. Having a rough night.
Yeah. I have to say though, my night's really turned around.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna miss you, buddy.
You don't have to miss me.
What do you mean?
What I mean is, you don't have to miss me. I'm not dead.
Oh God! I still have so many stages to go through.
I'm not dead. You heard Joy. Joy wasn't dead either. We're different, but we're not dead.
Wait, no. Joy tried to trick us. Joy attacked you.
No, I mean Joy was out in the woods. She can't be in two places at once.
Well, then her friends.
Yeah, I would say a friend. Yeah, I didn't want to go, but I'm glad I was taken.
Where are you now? Heaven?
Oh, I'm no. This is I'm still here. I'm still by. I'm very close by. If you just be real quiet, open up a window, and go into the woods.
What? No. Oh God, I'm gonna have nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare.
Look, I can talk to you through our dreams.
Our dream? What?
He lets me. He wants to meet you, Connor. He wants to meet Braxton and Carlos too.
Who? What?
You'll see soon enough, but I wanted to make it easy for you, Connor, because we've been such good friends for so long.
Oh man, I drink way too much.
No. It's nothing to do with that. Look, you don't have to get old. You don't have to worry about bills anymore or being famous or whether your face is going to rot off and you'll never be appreciated. You'll be appreciated, Connor.
Oh God, I'm feeling at my teeth, like thinking that my teeth are falling out. That always happens in dreams like this.
No, see, look, it's not happening. Connor starts walking towards you across. It's just a little pain at first, but you hardly feel it, and I'll be right there to help you when you see him. At this point, you can see there's this darkening stain on Kin's chest. And he reaches over to grab you by the shoulder. What do you do?
I try to flee from him or push him away.
All right, as you jerk back, you fight him off, you wake up. you wake up and yeah. Brack, let's see here. The rest of the night seems to go without incident. Do you tell anybody else?
No. I assume this is me processing my emotions. That was denial over Ken's death and feeling guilty about it. And I rationalize this because I have a therapist, and each week they help me better myself. And this is just another thing for me to get over.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Carlos has passed out. And Braxton, you didn't have any weird dreams, but you do have a migraine right now. You must something between the drinking and the stress and all that fun stuff.
I really hope
So,
there's ibuprofen somewhere.
yeah, there's some. Not that it'll help you too much with this rage or of a headache. Yeah. So, what did the three of you do?
Is it morning?
Yeah, it's like early dawn.
Oh,
I would contact Brooke, tell him we didn't tell her, and let's.
Okay. Yeah. How long are you supposed to stay here?
through the weekend? Oh, I guess
Through the
you're
weekend?
talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on a minute.
All right. Well,
through the weekend.
through the weekend. Okay. Well, we
Should we
will.
go now?
No.
That's the idea. Like, I think we could maybe leave early, though. I think there's a lot of good reasons to leave early, like today.
No. Your vehicle has been disabled.
What?
It's not over until I say it's over.
Okay, why are we? I mean, it seems reckless. It seems like extra danger for no reason. Why shouldn't we just go? It's daylight.
This goes beyond you. They do not appear to be active during the daytime. So at night, we will go out and we will attempt to flush them out.
You mean you and your group or whatever?
You will be joining us.
Great.
What? Why wouldn't we go during the day if they're not active at the day? You know, like vampires.
Because I don't know where they are.
Oh,
they have to come to us.
Could we capture animals? Use them as bait?
I don't think they're interested in animals.
I mean, Connor, whatever this is, quotation marks, it knows how to turn off circuit breakers. So, you know.
Yeah, you got power back, by the way, yeah.
Which is great, but it still doesn't change the fact that this thing isn't it that can turn off circuit breakers. It's not good.
It's
like Velociraptor territory.
It's whoever is working with Joy.
I mean, okay, yeah, I guess that would be plausible. Of course, we don't really know anything about Brooke, except she said she's a federal agent. And also she's spying on us, apparently. Very good spy gear, I guess.
And has a large gun, because apparently everyone around here is carrying guns without telling the people they're staying with.
Hey, I mean, it was just in case. Just for my personal safety. And hey, it looks out. It's helpful after all.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's way too far to hike out. I also feel like we're probably being watched by, if not Brooke, then one of her people.
Yeah.
But I also kind of get the impression that we're the bait in this trap.
Definitely. I don't like it. I thought we were going to get to leave in the morning. I'm really not happy with this idea of staying here any longer. Staying through the night made a kind of sense because, you know, it's the night. Lots of things can go wrong at night and you can't see them coming up on you. But it's daytime now. We should be leaving. But no, now we have to stay. Okay, look, Brooke, if you expect me to put up with this and stay here and not try to find a way to sneak out of here, then I need something. That if we make it out of this alive, if I ever have any future law entanglements, I want a one-time get out of jail free card.
Fine.
Okay, it's really concerning how quickly you agreed to it, but all right, go with it.
Okay. That can be arranged.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think we're going to be able to go anywhere, but, you know, I work for state government, and we bureaucrats, we stick together. and I could probably try to see if there's any information about what's going on in this area, recent disappearances, something.
Yeah, you can give me a research check or
Yeah. Can I do a bureaucracy check?
Yeah, bureaucracy. Yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah.
Get something from a friend in the Oregon State. No, I have no friends in the Oregon State.
Nope. Would also be friends in Oregon State government because you're in Oregon. Yeah. All right. So it's day. What do you do?
Well, first I go verify that what she said is true and she wasn't just scaring us. I turn the key. Does it turn on?
Does not turn on.
Yep. Yeah, we're stuck here, Braxton.
Well, we could investigate how they disabled it, but I don't want to because I'm afraid they might just shoot us.
I mean, do you think there's any answers to what's going on in the house? Do you think there's any we could set up defenses?
Figuring out what's going on, that's an interesting idea. It's just that the thing is, Brooke is presenting herself as the expert. If she doesn't know what's going on, it's unlikely that, you know what, well, maybe that's an angle. Hey, look, hey, Brooke, since you've got us out here as bait, what if you tell us more about what you think is going on, us bait might be able to give you better information about what we see or what we notice.
If you see, if your friend makes contact with you, or if anyone else makes contact with you, this Joy person, anyone you are not currently with, or me attempts to make contact with you, let me know. My guess is they will try to take you towards the lake.
Wait, you said Ken was dead. What do you mean if he makes contact with us?
He's dead, but not.
What?
Sure, that doesn't sound like something a crazy person would say at all.
He's really infected, rational. All right. His behavior has been affected by a parasite, and this parasite changes behavior and wants to infect others.
So if he's infected, all we gotta do is quarantine him and put him in a isolation thing until he gets over it.
No,
right?
I knew he was alive. I knew it. I had a dream about him last night. We talked. I knew he was alive.
You didn't dream about him, did you?
Did you say this over the radio?
Yeah, I'm saying that right there because I'm like, I knew you were lying.
What did he say to you in the dream?
It was a dream. What do you mean? No, he told me that I don't know, promising me, that I could live in heaven with him. I thought he was dead.
He is communicating with you. That was not a dream. That was a communication.
What?
What, you mean like you got inside the house?
Like the Bigfoot lady? You mean telepathy?
Yes.
What?
You've already seen things that you cannot explain. I have a mission to destroy the entity that infects the people here.
God, how do we know if we're infected?
You'll know. You It is not something. It is very overt. There is a chest wound.
Okay.
Oh, like a big stain in their chest.
I don't have to look for the breath and the condensation.
No. So
well, I gotta say, Brooke, I didn't have the X-Files is real on my bingo card. I'm still not really sure I believe most of what you're saying, except I believe the you'll kill us part, and there's something going on that doesn't make any sense. So we just gotta survive it so we can get out of it.
Is there any way we can fight back or get Ken back or anything?
What about this basement? The basement's really concerning.
Don't worry about the basement.
Well, I wouldn't, except the basement. I wouldn't worry about the basement, except I'm stuck in the same place that has the basement, so I can't not worry about
it. There was a process performed in the basement to attempt to destroy a dangerous object. It had this event had residual side effects. So
this is one of those satanic rituals type things.
I mean, that wouldn't mean like you wouldn't happen to be saying that you and somebody else tried to destroy something and it went sideways and they're cleaning it up, would you?
It is not your concern now. We will at night. We will go out. I have enough firepower to destroy any threat as long as I can see it first, and they will go after you first, and then I will protect you. Okay.
Sure, Brooke. I just want to say it's a terrible plan, and you're a terrible team leader. But sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
I failed my SAM check on that one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's 1 for helplessness. Yeah. Or a natural, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So, yeah, the day draws on. As you sit in the house and wait for dark. You count the hours down, and eventually the sun goes below the horizon.
The house is safe. It is the house that is safe.
It is the house that is safe. But shortly after dark, both of you just sort of lounging around. You realize Carlos went in for his room for a nap and hasn't come out yet. And when you go to check on him, his bedroom window is open and he is gone.
Great. Well, this is embarrassing. Now I'm gonna go call Brooke. Hi, Brooke. Bad news.
Wait. Before you call her,
why?
Look, if it is real, if Ken
I
can,
I can't stand her, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to get out of this without her assistance. If she doesn't just decide to kill us later.
Okay. Well, so tell her that he told me to go down to the lake yesterday night. If Carlos had a similar conversation with Ken, maybe he wouldn't.
Okay, yeah, we will tell her those things.
Okay.
Guess the two of us just gonna have to keep our eyes on each other from now on. Now, stare at you, you stare at me.
Are you kidding? We got to go out there and get Carlos.
You're not, Mr. Connor, sir. Are you not hearing what we just said? That's not how it works. If we'd seen him climb out the window, that might be something. Then we have time to get him before he gets got. But we only just now noticed the window's open. It could have been open for a couple hours.
You can give me a survival check to look for the trail. Yeah.
I don't want to. I'll let Connor do it.
All right. I'll try. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm going to make it.
Nope. Okay. So yeah, you know. I mean, you know what direction he would be going towards the lake. So, but yeah, you can't really tell when he left.
Sorry, how close is it to nightfall?
It is nightfall.
It is
well, in that case, I will tell Brooke, and I guess that's how we can go on our pointless expedition. And,
yeah,
where one of us thinks we're going to free the guy, and the other of us are like we're going to go shoot a monster.
Brooke does not respond.
Great, that's awesome. Okay.
She might have seen it and then started stalking after him.
Sure, that might have happened.
Yeah.
It's also entirely possible that. What if Brooke's the one who took Carlos out? She knew we weren't comfortable being paid. What if she dragged Carlos out or drugged him or put him up, tied him to a tree or something?
No, I mean, Brooke has a lot of weird issues, but Brooke didn't drag him out there without telling us in time to a tree. That doesn't make any sense at all.
How do we know? How do we even know who Brooke's working for or with?
You're right. We don't know anything about Brooke except that she was able to listen to our communications, and when she said she was armed, she did show up with a very large weapon. So we know that also when she was.
So could the KGB.
Also,
the CIA.
I mean, I would. Okay, Which allies are you gonna choose? You gonna choose like KGB, or you gonna choose weird, creepy things that talk to you in your dreams? I know which one I'm on.
Our friends who we've known for a decade. We gotta go get
No.
Ken, and we gotta get Carlos. And we gotta get out of here.
I almost had to say this, but I'm gonna get out of here. I mean, okay, sure, we'll go look for them, but like only because Brooke isn't there. But like, and also because the mission was gonna be go hunt it at night. That was the ridiculous plan. That's what it was gonna be. So I guess we're gonna try to do that now.
I'm really sneaky.
Look,
It'll be fun.
I'm going. Look, I'm going. Okay, but don't try to talk to me into this like it's a good idea. It's blatantly not a good idea. Just don't try to tell me it's a good idea. Just acknowledge it's a terrible idea, and then I'll go with it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's a bad idea. I'm gonna go grab an axe from the woodshed.
Yep. You have an axe and a handgun.
Yay! Goddamn.
All right.
And with this, we face the apocalypse.
Are you running or are you sneaking?
They work for Bruce Campbell. Sneaking. I'm really good at sneaking.
All right. Give me a stealth check then.
I'm sort of good at it.
93 out of 10.
Okay.
I said you were good at sneaking. I got a 19 under my 50.
Thinks he's good at sneaking, just like everybody who thinks they're good at sneaking.
So the two of you head from the house towards the lake, and you get into the woods. Now it's there's some moonlight, and as you move forward, you step on a branch, make a loud snapping sound, and both of you can give me alertness checks.
Okay. I made it. 16 under 70.
I did not.
Okay, so Braxton, you do hear some movement up ahead. It sounds like something hits the ground, something fairly weighty. And then there's scuffling sounds. One towards your... It sounds like two separate sorts of sounds, like two people, one moving around to your left and one moving around to your right. So like two people trying to flank you. Pincher movement kind of thing. So I
whisper they're flanking us, and I guess I start moving to my right.
Okay. Are you so you get a bead on one of them with a successful alertness check. So you see the one to your right. It's a figure sort of trying to crouch run towards you. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I wish for an infinite moment that lasted in my head about how stupid this is going to be and how terrible I'm going to be when I shoot at the wrong person, and then I shoot at them.
You do have flashlights. I'll say that. You would not go into the woods at night without flashlight. You could shine a flashlight on the person.
Is that going to waste my action, though? Or can I do both?
You can, well, it depends. Yeah, you can, it's just turning a button on. So, yeah, you can do that for free.
So, flashlight on them.
All right, give me sand check.
God damn it.
Right. Yeah.
84. Didn't make it.
All right, that is a failed sand check, and you see Joy, and she is very spoopy with a 4 sanity. She like
I'm 1 point above my breaking point.
Slick, rotten carcass with slowed skin, sunken eyes, blue-white skin. There is something very large embedded in her chest. And yeah, it is, she's still wearing tattered clothes. But yeah, she looks real bad. And she's, as soon as you shine the light on her, starts running towards you.
Yeah, so, fire the gun.
Okay, roll.
Yeah. 59 under 60.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. The bullet goes in her, and it does nothing. It does not.
Damn it.
Yeah, you don't even have to roll for damage because there's only certain things that hurt her. Now you failed your spot check, Connor. So you can spend your action to make a second spot check to see the flanker on the left.
Sure. I'll try another alertness.
Nope. Okay.
Back to the right.
Something's moving towards you. Something's running towards you, but you can't really see it. You can't pick it out.
Can I just instinctually lunge at it with the axe?
It's not quite there yet. It'll go.
Okay.
It is running towards you. Let's see here. New round. Let's do. Yeah, new round. Braxton, what are you gonna do? I will say if you make a called shot, that might, you hit her in the chest, you might do a called shot, which would be a -20, but that would do a lethality.
Yeah, but I mean, do I really know where to call the shot to? I guess usually I'd say the head. This time I'm not quite sure. Well, where did the bullet hit this time? Just in the regular center mass?
Yep. Yeah, center mass, of course.
Start with Romero rules and move the way down.
If I try one more shot, and regardless of what happens, do I have time to then like run away or something also, or is she gonna be tackling me by then?
No, if you shoot, you shoot or you run. Like, yeah, you don't do both.
Yeah, well, I meant like if I shoot this turn, is she gonna get to me before I have a chance to run next turn or something like that?
Yeah, she is definitely going to charge you this round.
Yeah. I don't want to be charged. I'd like to. I don't know. Run away. That's a really smart plan. I wish I had more weapons or something. I still think it's a very good idea. But I can't think of a lot to do right now. I don't really have a lot of tactical options, so I'll just try. Shoot.
Okay.
Nope, not a hit.
Okay. She lunges at you.
Yeah.
And she grabs you.
Great.
So you've been grappled.
Is that opposed at all?
I mean, you spent your action this round shooting. Next round,
that's right. Okay.
Next round, you can do unarmed to oppose her.
Okay.
So let's see here, Connor. You're being charged. You can make your melee attack. I mean, you can hear something coming out at you, so you can't see it, but yeah, you can.
I mean, given that I failed the alertness checks, I imagine that I heard the gunshot and I heard what's attacking him. So can I axe the creature nicely to let go of Braxton?
Well, there's something charging you. There's like, there's something in the. There are two of these things, and one of them attacked Braxton, and one of them you can hear the underbrush moving, like, and everything else. There's something crashing through the woods, heading towards you. You have seconds to act before it is going to be on you. So
okay, then I will. Whichever it would be, either ready in action to swing the axe or just swing the axe.
You just swing the yeah. So you swing the axe, it would be -10 because of the you can't. You failed your spot check, so you can't quite make it out.
Nope.
All right. Yeah. Let's see here. Ken grabs you. He is quite dead, but alive. He has sunken flesh. His skin is blue white. It is slick, and there is something massive, like there's this thing embedded in his chest. With veins on it, thin pink veins connecting.
Does it look like what we saw at the lake?
Yeah, give me a sand check.
Nope. 97.
Yeah, fight, flight, or freeze.
I mean, can I? Aren't I grappled? I would fight probably.
Okay, yep. All right, so you're just gotta destroy it. So new round. Braxton, you can give me an unarmed check, and this will be opposed.
Okay. I didn't make it, alas.
It starts dragging you towards the lake.
That's not good.
Nope. Let's see here. And yeah, same thing. Give me an unarmed check there, Connor.
Unarmed or melee?
Unarmed, because you've been grappled. So
5 out of 30.
you actually break free. You kick him away. And
My crazy psycho rage.
yeah. So you're free for a second. And nice. I'm going to rule that as a crit success because this is my game. There is a incredibly loud report of gunfire, and Joy's head explodes, and she falls to the ground. So new round. Let's see here. It was somewhere behind you. Neither of you were looking that direction, so you don't know who or what fired that shot or from where exactly.
See, Joy's had exploded. That's interesting.
Yeah. The person the thing that was attacking you is dead. So what do you want to do, Braxton?
Should I be sand checking for that or?
No, I mean, I already made the sand check for the creature.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And you weren't like personally connected to Joy, so.
Yeah, I'm 1 point away from my breaking point. That's why I'm wondering. Okay.
Yeah. Probably. Well, if something happens to once you see zombie kin, that's probably going to be bad.
Okay.
Then you'll be in my.
Well, yeah, because if there wasn't, unfortunately, that is what's going to happen because I'm going to look around.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, give me that sand check.
Yeah.
Your buddy Ken is a zombie now.
Yeah, I didn't make that. So.
All right. Yeah, because it's a friend, it's not quite as much a scene for the first thing, but it is another 3 sanity. So yeah, fight, flight, or freeze.
Flight, I guess, but flight away from in the directions opposite the lake.
Yeah, you definitely know that way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, as if I really knew which way.
Yeah. You go away from Ken. That's the thing that scared you. So you run away from Ken. And let's see here. So Connor, you chose fight, right? So yeah,
yep, rage blind.
You can make an arm check. You can pick up a rock and bash Ken's head in.
So can I grab the axe and
give me a learn to stick to see if you see the axe. It is dark.
No. Then I'll just grab a stick or rock or beat him with my fists because I'm so angry.
Yep. Go ahead. Yeah, you find a rock.
58 out there.
Is that all right? So you ineffectually flail at him. He tries to grab you again, and he does. Ken whispers, "We'll be together," but he holds you up as a human shield. Yeah. So
favorite song is Peter and the Monkey Man. This is just how it.
Yeah. So Braxton, you're running away from Ken. Give me an athletics check.
Okay.
Just to see how far you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
72.
Is that a fail?
Doesn't make athletics.
All right. Yeah, you're not quick on your feet, so you don't make much distance. So, Connor, give me an unarmed check to break free.
All right. 60 out of 40. Nope.
Okay. boy. Oh.
Wait. You're a success, but something happened.
That's for a lethality check, so that's not.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only at 10.
Yeah, Brooks.
16.
Human shields only work if they if you care about the shield.
Right.
The person with the Barrett rifle clearly does not care. So, Connor, you're there's just another loud gunfire. Yeah, and Braxton, you're alone in the woods now. I'll say that snaps you out of it. Connor falls to the ground, and Kin falls to the ground.
Do I see
all,
that?
Yeah, you heard that. That kind of snaps you out of things.
Yeah.
So you're alone in the woods.
Well, yeah. Do I still have a handgun, or is it gone? Or
give me an alertness check. Okay. See if you find it. You know what? I'll just give it to you. Why not?
All right. Cool. Yeah. Well, so I pick it up. Definitely not. So I'm aware that like someone's shooting at people with a really big gun somewhere, right?
Yeah, somewhere in the woods.
So I pick up the handgun, and then I put it in the holster thing, and I just kind of walk with my hands up. I'm trying to walk back in the direction of the house, occasionally calling out hello. I'm still
the radio crackles. It's not over. There's one left. Go to the lake.
Yeah. See, thing is, I'm not sure I want to do that. I think I want to head towards the house. I'm gonna keep going towards the house.
Go to the lake.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to give me a better reason. I'm gonna keep going towards the house.
All right. Give me an alertness check.
Because your alertness checking stuff. Because so who was that? Yes, 79.
Okay.
Who was I missed alertness by 9. Who was that on the radio? Did that sound like it was
Brooke.
still?
That was Brooke.
But didn't Brooke just die though? Or am I getting confused with who people are? No, that was Joy that died, right? Okay.
Joy died. Connor died. Ken died. You're the only one standing right now that you can see.
Okay, so Joy's on the phone. So, Joy, I want to live, and Brooke, is that you? Brooke, I want to live, and
then go to the lake, draw the last one out, and I will kill it.
God damn it! You just murdered my friend, you know.
He was already. He was going to be. It was. I saved him from a fate worse than death. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I will really, really slowly start heading towards the lake.
Okay.
Really slowly.
All right.
I'm gonna stop it. If I assume there's a beach, I'm gonna stop when I get to the edge of the beach, if not before.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. As you get to the shore of the lake, and behind you hear another gunshot. It is extremely loud. And it was not anywhere near you, though.
Hey, Brooke, we all good there?
Hello. There's silence. Give me an alertness check.
Yeah.
But you're at the shore of the lake.
6 under 70. I made that one barely.
Someone is approaching from the woods. You can also see that there is something. The surface of the lake water is bubbling.
Yeah, I guess something like that might happen. You said someone's approaching?
Someone's approaching from the woods, and something's coming up from the depths of the lake. So, yeah, you're kind of sandwiched in. I mean, you could run along the shore, but
I'm between the devil and the deep blue sea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll try going sideways for a little ways.
Are you running?
No, quickly walking, but definitely not running because I'm just afraid I'm gonna stumble. It's still night, right? I'm just afraid I'm gonna stumble.
It's definitely night.
Yeah.
So the a figure steps out of the woods and calls out to you. Come, do not make us hunt you down. See, behold our Lord. Something you can hear something coming out from the water.
I know that I don't want to behold their Lord. I know that. I don't know all Cthulhu stuff, but I know I don't want to do that. That's obvious. I start moving. So I've turned to face the person or their voice at least, and I want to start kind of moving sideways back into the woods, away from the lake.
Okay. So
I'd like to be aiming at where I hear the voice coming from.
More figures are coming out of the lake along.
That's
not just
not good.
No, there's a very You're specifically averting your gaze from the lake, but basically make an athletics check at -20.
Oh well, that's not good either.
Yep.
My athletics 30, I think. Yeah. Nope.
Okay.
53 over 10.
They catch you. There are several of them, and they start dragging you towards the lake. And
can I shoot at any of them?
I mean, they grappled you. I mean, you shoot at them, but with the pistol does not seem to be.
It's not very effective against them.
Yeah. They grab you, and you see it. It is a noble body protruded, countless thin pointed spines of metal, multicolored metal. At the more rounded end of the oval, a circular, thick-lipped mouth formed the center of a spongy face, from which rose three yellow eyes on stalks. Around the underside of the body were many white pyramids, presumably used for locomotion. The diameter of the body must have been about 20 feet at least in width. And yeah, that's where we'll end as you were being dragged to the lake. Another soon to become another servant of Glaki. So that is the house that turns out not to be safe.
Turns out.
Yeah. I wanted to do something with Glaki, and Delta Green agents found an artifact of Glaki and destroyed it in the basement, and that summoned Glaki. And one agent, Delta Green agent, was left behind to clean up the site, and he got by Glaki, and then people spotted him and called him Bigfoot, and then he started getting other people to make him slaves of Glaki, and y'all started showing up. Oops.
So was the Bigfoot one like advanced in the green rot and looks like messed up?
Yep. He'd been turned longer. He was a former Delta Green Age. He was the one cleaning up the safe house. He's the one who missed that crystal embedded in the ceiling, but he dug out the other crystal bits that were exploded. So I just wanted the idea of like you went to a former Delta Green safe house, and it turns out some shit went down there. Now the aftermath. And
whatever happened with Brooke? Did she get killed or something?
Oh, there were three Glocken, the three zombies, Joy, Ken, but then the other Delta Green agent. And so while Ken and Carlos was there too, but he was knocked out. Brooke killed Ken and killed Joy, and then killed Ken and shot through Connor to get to Ken zombie. But the third Glocky zombie was sneaking up on her. Spent that entire time just sneaking up on her, and she didn't notice it. So she got. And yeah, you basically kind of oops.
I mean,
Oops.
Airbnb Glocky is a pretty terrifying concept.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is why Airbnbs are a bad idea.
And also, when Brooke showed up to look for her laptop, she was planting spy cameras in your house.
Yeah, I figured that out.
I guess that part, yeah.
Okay.
Or at least some kind of audio spy device, yeah. I mean, I didn't when she was doing it, but after she suddenly knew everything we were saying, I was like, oh, okay.
Yep. But yeah, she came back. She was one of the team that helped blow up the artifact in the basement. But when the other agent didn't report in, she came back to like figure out what the fuck was going on. And so but yeah, that's the again, just a scenario I sort of sketched out. But yeah, questions, comments. Hope you.
Had
I
a
hope
blast.
you have. Yeah,
Glocky, I feel, is like criminally underrated, underused. Although I feel like that's mostly because of the Campbell estate and the fact that he's not quite as public use as the others.
I mean, he's got an official write-up in the Delta Green RPG. So
oh, does he now? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what I was using. That's what I was looking at for his stats and stuff like that. Like the stats for the Glocky, and he's called Glocky in there. He's not renamed or anything. So he's in the Handler's Guide. So he's out there. So yeah, I think if you have a weird lake, there's a Glocky there. Just stabbing people with spines, making them into zombies.
I was gonna say also, I feel like you can't resist the zombie call.
Well, yeah, but these ones I said I haven't even read the Ramsey Gamble thing. I was like, fuck it, they can talk, at least in my version of it. So yeah, just typical kind of zombie guys. But yeah, I haven't done any Glocky stuff myself, so I was like, I might as well see how it works out. So yeah, just straight up Glocky, not changing it at all. So but yeah, I feel like I probably should have let the Delta Green Agent be a little hang in the back more, let you dangle a little more, but she definitely would sabotage your car, so you couldn't gotten out easily. But
I mean,
yeah,
in a weird way, she could have been using us as bait without us even knowing, by like just staying on the edge and being like the thing that kept drawing us out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll probably if I run this again, I'll definitely change some stuff. But at least the setup, I think, worked out pretty well. But yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah,
it's tempting to think that.
Yeah.
It's tempting to think that if we'd been agents, we would have survived it. But of course, that's not true at all.
Yeah. I mean, probably. Yeah. You Glockies. I mean, if you counter Glocky with anything less than like attack, you're basically fucked. Like you need something with a lethality rating of 50% to put a dent in him. And or the special ritual, which is obviously hard to do. So yeah.
It may be a little sliced alone, but you could probably do like a PTSD, Delta Green agent who's there protecting the property and basically ghillie suited up and watching you, and you think that they're the threat, but they're actually trying to protect you and use you as bait.
Yeah, I was trying to do that a little bit with Joy have her be like a red herring for a little bit, but yeah, I'll probably So I don't know if I'll run this again, but if I do, I'll definitely change it a bit. Yeah, but I think it worked well for this. So.
Yeah, definitely fun.
Yeah,
cool.
It's probably also different depending on the number of players. If there's a couple more, might have gone in some other weird directions.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting more players too. So
yeah, and I have a bad habit of getting one-shotted by Ross and Delta Green. So.
Well, I mean, she was like, he's like.
They are all fair rolls. I do not criticize in any way. It's my luck. It's just, it always happens.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thank you all so much for supporting the RPPR Patreon. Thank you all so much for playing and for all those listening to this game. Here in the future, check out patreon.com/RPPR for your chance to play in a game like this. I don't know when I'll run next month. Maybe Monster of the Week. I haven't done that in a while, so I'll have to think about it. But well, that's a consideration for future me. Yeah, what do we got coming up? We're going to be looking at Cinnabar for RPPR After Hours. There's a new edition of Cinnabar out. So, yay. We're going to start work on Leto Narrative Dissonance Season 2 pretty soon. Well, in the next month, because, the Kickstarter concluded, and that was yay. I just
starting to think Cinnabar is like an archetype of something, like archetype of the badly made RPG or something.
Yeah, basically. It's kind of it's like the room of RPGs, like the Tommy Wiseau of RPGs. So, yeah. But yeah, we got about Cointract Island starts this month. Well, has already started with the prequel game. And,
it's really good. I mean, the one I listened to so far is really good.
Yeah, the main campaign's really fun too. We'll be doing episode 0 next. But yeah, cool. Thank you all so much.
We can support at some point.
Yeah, no, the player characters for the campaign are likable. They're definitely not like.
Oh, I was just kidding around. Yeah, but the prequel is great if you haven't listened to it.
Yeah. That'll come out this week on the public feed. So yeah, cool. Well, thank you all for playing and hanging out. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Oof.